the sirens in the background. That's New York for you. Alright, so we are here with the big chef from Deuces, okay, that's the name of the kitchen.
Deuces.
Alright, what are you doing today?
I'm gonna do a Swedish meatball, a lamb and ground chicken Swedish meatball with gravy and cranberry sauce on the side and young green beans.
Awesome. Let me tell you,
some asparagus.
Her food is really good. This is a guy who can tell, definitely. Like, she made some, well, I showed you guys the breakfast in the last video, and that breakfast isn't normal. It's not your typical cornflakes and milk. I mean, it's like,
but like, imagine eating like that almost like every day though.
That's dope.
I have the choice to.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Alright, so these are the, what are
cranberries.
Those are the cranberries.
And I'm zesting some lemon into some simple syrup, which is just water and sugar basically.
So to help you guys to understand like the flavors of these stuff, like I don't think you use artificial or those type of chemically produced type of stuff. So
no.
It's like very natural tasting. Even the breakfast today was like, it's food that you would eat, but it tastes different. It tastes more like natural or earthy.
It tastes more like food.
Exactly.
Yeah, I try to use whole foods. I try not to use anything processed. Most of my meat, most of my dairy, and a lot of my produce I get directly from farmers in Pennsylvania. There's some Amish folks in Pennsylvania that like to share their bounty with us lowly New Yorkers. And I'm lucky enough to be on their list, and I get some really...
Like,
yeah.
You got a special.
Well, you got it. Yeah, Iserene invited me to it, so you can invite.
I remember Iserene.
You remember Iserene?
You gotta know. You gotta know. You gotta know.
Iserene.
Yeah,
Iserene always said, "I don't eat from all restaurants," and she has like a block of cheese in her bag.
Exactly. And that was cheese from her farmer, from the Amish farmer.
Kind of illegal?
What?
Well, a lot of the raw dairy, like dairy, unprocessed dairy in this in New York City. Specifically is illegal, and a lot of places in the United States, all dairy has to be processed, you know, pasteurized in some way, but it kills all the good nutrients, so I try not to do that. A couple things of cinnamon, and then I'm just going to add the cranberries and let this bad boy boil.
Alright.
No processed cooking.
So you're going to construct meatballs?
Yes, right.
Okay.
So while the cranberries are cooking down, I'm going to start constructing my meatballs. I have fresh green onion. This is from the farmer.
The Amish dude?
Yeah, from the Amish dude. I have some fresh sage. This is not from the farmer, but this is from a local green market. You can get fresh herbs from.
I kind of want to know how to construct a meatball. I mean, I've made them before, but like...
Well, I'm going to be, again, this is fresh ground chicken from the farmer and fresh ground lamb also from the farmer.
How much more expensive is it? Like,
it's a lot more expensive, but it's definitely for me
Jamaica
worth
would say,
the,
rich.
yeah. But it's to me worth it. If you're going to eat meat, you know,
Eat it properly.
Eat it properly. Don't eat the garbage meat. Spend the money and eat meat less often, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
So that's, to me, the better option than eating cheap junk meat
Hear that?
all the time.
Real rich!
One or two ideas or topics you talked about that you are most interested in pursuing. Further explain why these ideas interest you.
I get what he's saying.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it was kind of dope.
Pause.
Yeah.
I'm gonna smash up some garlic cloves and sweat them a little bit.
What do you mean by sweating them?
So I'm gonna put them in a little butter and let it sort of get soft, make like a little garlic butter almost. To
You know what I want to make is a confit.
Ooh.
Yo, I want to learn how to make compound butter.
Yeah.
Nice butter from the farmer, unpasteurized, and it's you know, the cows are eating like the really fresh spring grass, which has a lot more nutrients in it than hay, what they would normally eat. So during the spring, everyone sort of stocks up on this early spring butter. It's really a deep yellow, and it's got a really deep flavor to it, and it's full of really good nutrients.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
Rich! Hey guys, it's me. So, my aunt made blueberry muffins, so when I ate it, it was really good. You guys know that. And in my head, I was like, was this from the box or from scratch? And she's like, no, it's from scratch. But I believe, because she came out in the living room. You know in those old time movies where they put the pastry on like a little rack in front of the window for it to cool? Bro, she did that. Yo, I was like, yo, this is some real shit. I'm telling you, man. It's good. I ate like 3, so you know it's good. And I'm not a pastry type of guy.
Okay, that's the lamb.
Okay.
You know, the ground chicken's going in.
So it's gonna be like a mix. Okay.
And just mixes up the flavor, mixes up the texture a little bit.
How do you find lamb as a meat? Is it like fatty or is it more lean?
It's a more lean and a more nutrient dense meat than beef, I find, for me. Like I also process the protein a little bit better lamb than beef. So I don't know. I like the combination too.
And of course we have Malachi over here working on his project like he's in Starbucks.
I'm just sweating out the garlic and the herbs a little bit before I put it in the meatballs, just to, you know, raise the flavor.
Let's get this bread. Yo. Let me guess, that's panko breadcrumbs, right?
No, just regular breadcrumbs this
Really?
time. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take one of these nutmegs that you brought me. Where are they?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take one of these Jamaican nutmegs, and I'm gonna put a little nutmeg in this, and this is allspice too. Yep, I'm gonna add a little allspice.
Yeah,
well.
so I was supposed to bring up some black casserole, but they copped it. I told them like to take it, like, you know, don't give it away, because don't throw it away. Because I brought my carry-on, and of course I can't bring nothing up with that, so.
I love these really nice nutmegs that you can get in the Jamaican market. You can't really find this here with the mace on the outside still.
Okay.
You don't find this here ever.
So
They're
the
gorgeous.
mace, like, what do they use that for?
Mace, you use it similarly, you know, to flavor, you know, soups, porridges, baked goods. Mace is just like an all-around. It's a nice. It can be a savory or a sweet spice.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I love it.
Some good info for the Jamaicans, because I know most of us didn't know nothing about Mace. The last time we heard about Mace, he was a singer. Another dad joke.
Yeah, I'm gonna grind some nutmeg in there. In this particular kind of meatball, the nutmeg really is like the star flavor.
So I know this is just like straight out from the kitchen, but you know sometimes in Jamaica when you cook and mother say go shop. Now we are go shop. Except this time I'm not coming too. So we're going to the greengrocers?
Yes.
I'm at thing. Wow, this greengrocer is hard. Okay.
Found.
Ooh,
Item
damn.
found.
And this is my new favorite drink here, for sure.
Parsley now.
So fresh parsley. Cool. And that's your sweated
Yep.
garlic and stuff.
Yep. That was garlic, green onion, and sage. And then the parsley goes in really fresh. And I'm gonna mix that up a little bit. And then I'm going to add an egg and a little bit of milk.
So is the egg like your bind? Well, the egg and the bread is your binding.
Exactly.
Cool.
Right. And it lightens up the meat a little bit too.
Lightens?
Yeah, so it's not so dense.
Alright, so that's the eggs in.
Yeah, and I just put a little farmer cream in there too.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard to like record with her because she's so fast. So as soon as I put the camera down, she's ready to go again.
Mom, help.
so fresh.
Mm-hmm. And that's what you want to go for. Fresh, local food. And, you know, also it doesn't have any odor to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just, a lot of times you buy store-bought meat and it's got sort of that preserved
So, okay.
odor.
Here's my thing. Like, I know, like, in like, Rastafarian communities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even just Rastafarians, people who are trying to get away from salt.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying, like, salt isn't necessary once you use, like, herbs. Like, herbs are...
Yeah.
Right.
You know, that it brings the
Right.
flavors out. What do you think about
Does.
that?
I still like to use
At
a
least a
small
little bit.
amount of sea salt, and there are certain salts, including like Himalayan pink salt or
Okay.
Himalayan salts that have nutrient value just besides the salt. You know, there are other,
Okay.
right? There's like magnesium, there's potassium, like there are all these essential minerals that we are no longer getting from our foods because the soils are so depleted. So it's really important that you get those minerals elsewhere, and you have to find a good salt. You can't just use regular table salt, like a Red Cross table salt. You need like
That's deep.
right. You need to use better salt. So that's also the issue. It's not just that you're eating salt; it's the kind of salt that you're eating. So it's important.
That's deep. I never thought about it that way.
Right. The number one mineral that we're lacking now is actually sulfur. So if you can get to a source of sulfur, like I know in Jamaica, there are the sulfur mineral baths, drink that water. It's really, really, really important.
So
Right.
that's why I like coming here. Like, I get educated on food. Because when they watch the video, they're like, oh, you know so much about food. I'm like, dude, like, I listen to other people. That's how you learn. So I guess you guys are getting a fountain of knowledge right now.
I'm about to boil my potatoes, and I just want to point out that I only use filter water. This filtration system filters out chlorine, it filters out fluoride, it filters out any you know, hard pipe substances. So, you know, it's important to me to like make sure I'm not getting a chlorine in my
Do you think it
food
affects
preparation.
like because I know like in some parts of New York when they're doing like baking or whatever, and they
Yeah.
go, oh, this cake only tastes like this because of the water quality of in New York or
in
whatever.
New York, yeah.
Do you think that affects like the flavor of your food? And
I don't think so.
Not
But
really?
to me, it's more important to work around that and to like find other solutions than drinking water that could potentially cause, you know, problems with my health.
I feel you. Yeah, FYI, I've realized when I take a shower, like when I wash my hair in
Yeah.
different countries or
Yeah.
like the curls come out differently.
Yeah.
So
No, that's very
Ma, when I
real.
washed my hair in Morocco,
Uh-huh.
when I used to have really long hair,
Yeah.
my hair would come out so good. Like, I really liked the way
it came out.
it came out
water.
after I washed my hair.
Yep. It
Like
has
Moroccan
to do something
water.
with the quality of water.
Exactly.
Facts.
These have to get a good scrub. And then use these. My potatoes in half. Drop them into this salty filtered water. And I don't skin my potatoes for
Ma,
mashed
you know
potatoes.
What you should use, Mom?
What?
That mineral water. Or would that have been mad weird?
No, you know, I have seen that people do cook with that, but I haven't tried it
I
yet.
don't think, don't try it now.
No, not with my mashed potatoes because I'm trying to grub on this.
I'm trying to go
And I'm gonna
mashed
use,
potatoes.
yep, I'm
Alright.
using a mix of red potato and just like a golden potato.
Leave the skin in.
Yes, I like my mashed potatoes with skin on. Again, lots of nutrients in the skin. And you know, I definitely like to eat and cook for flavor, but I also really, really try to pay attention to nutritional value. Like, I feel like too many people eat empty calories. We eat a lot of food with zero nutritional value. And, you know, that's how we get into, you know, weight problems, hypertension problems. You know, we're not getting the nutrients, so your body is craving more and more and more and more.
So you eat more.
Right.
building the meatballs?
Yes, I'm building the meatballs now.
So you're not rolling them in your hand? Or
No, because honestly, no. I also don't like the feel of like the raw meat. I'm not really.
Okay, and on your hand. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So like how I don't like when chicken breast is tough because I think it's actual like I think of it as muscle and not
meat.
You know, it was like meat. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I like the little rustic, more shaped meatball anymore. I don't want like the perfectly round. I feel like, you know, once you make your gravy too to go with these meatballs, and they're a little bit more, you know, cratered, the gravy really gets in the meatball.
I feel you. Huh. So all the girls have them long nails and them something, yeah?
Exactly.
Can't rock with that style, yeah.
That's why it was said, it was kind of a joke, but I won't do it.
No, give us that joke, man, and let's get those mom jokes out.
Anyway, I was saying it's EVOO, and Malachi, of course, wants to like get on me because it's a Rachel Ray reference.
Okay.
Mom's meals in 30 minutes, but anyway, extra virgin olive oil, organic, of course. A little bit, hit the pan with a little bit of that.
Acronym, okay.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And she's smoking. She's a little too hot. I'm gonna turn it down, and then I'm gonna give it a little pat of butter, a big pat of butter.
You hear the sirens in the background? That's New York for you. You definitely know I'm not in Jamaica.
And then I'm gonna start dropping my balls.
Balls.
I love these cast iron pots.
Iron pots are the way to go. Again, you're getting the iron. They're naturally non-stick. You're not using any weird chemicals to cook your food in. And they last many, many, many lifetimes. You pass them down to your children.
Yeah, I was thinking of ordering some, but like because they're so damn heavy.
Yeah, the shipping will be ridiculous.
So I think I might like start my mini collection, bring down at least one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Our pan's gonna be a little tight.
Whoa.
Okay, so I'm about to jar up this cranberry sauce. It looks like it's about good to go. You see that?
You gotta mash that up.
Yep. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of a mash, and then I'm gonna stick it in that jar so that it can cool. Here's my handy dandy masher. I'm gonna give it a little rinse.
Masher.
And I'm just gonna give this a light mash.
So is that for your sauce for the?
This you're gonna have this on the side of
Okay.
well, with the meatballs and the mashed potatoes. It's sort of a traditional way to eat Swedish meatballs. They use a different kind of berry to make their sauce. Do you remember? Langenberry. Langenberry.
Lincoln.
No, it's not
You're
Lincoln.
saying, yes, it is.
It is not.
I go to IKEA and I get that Lincoln. It's called Lincoln berry.
Anyway, there's a berry in Sweden that they use.
Lincoln
Okay.
berry.
But we don't have that berry native to the United States, so we use cranberry sauce. It's a similar tartness, a similar texture.
Lincoln berry has more tartness than that.
Yeah. So I am now gonna ladle this into this jar.
I never knew we had a tartness.
Hopefully cool a little bit and gel a little bit before dinner starts. Time to flip the ball.
Heyo.
Good and brown. Warms up on one side. No way. So I've removed all the meatballs from the pan, and what's left is just the pan drippings. And I'm going to start building the gravy. Starting out with the roux, I'm going to put a little flour in here and let the flour fry. And then I'm going to add some homemade chicken stock, also from my farmers.
Okay.
So I'm just going to take flour again and we like give it a good fry.
So for those of you who don't know what roux is, it's just pretty much equal parts butter and flour, and they mix it together. Normally it's like a thickener, yeah? It
Yes.
kind of thickens any type of sauce. I believe it's from French cuisine or something
Yes.
like that.
To me, it's like the best and only way to make gravy.
But instead, your fats, your butter is the fat from the meat that you're eating.
Right, exactly. You want a good amount of gravy so that it really covers your meatballs. You want your meatballs to continue cooking in the gravy so that they get really good and juicy.
Alright, so that's definitely coming to a roux consistency now. So this is your chicken stock, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you make it yourself?
No, this comes from the farmer.
Oh.
And he makes it with chicken feet, actually.
Chicken feet, okay.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's really gelatinous and it's covered with like a really nice layer of the chicken fat. People cook with chicken fat alone. I don't know if you know that, but they really do. We've gotten away from using good fats to using a lot of synthetic fats that are really, really, really bad for you. So it's best, even lard is better for you than using like a canola oil. I don't use lard, but for those of you who have questions about it and do eat pork, it's really okay to cook with lard in just smaller amounts, and you want to use it from a source of good pork. If you have a local farmer that has pork products, it's fine to use, as is beef fat, suet, also really good to cook with.
So the whole idea of using, like, especially these sauce, what you call it again? Chicken broth. Chicken stock.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good way to like use like the waste products, meaning the things that people might throw away.
Right. Like the bony, cartilagey parts. You know, the ends of the chicken wing, the chicken feet.
Yeah.
All of the back. You know, if you're not into eating chicken back, it's a good way to make your stocks. And all that, you see how it's gelatinous?
Yeah.
That is really, really, really good for you. It's got the gelatinous part is actually collagen, and for women who are concerned about their skin and aging, you want this jelly. We call it, it's like the jelly of life. It keeps the cellulite away, it keeps the wrinkles away. Eat your chicken foot soup. It's good for you.
Yeah, I learned something. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But it's good to see this because you might realize that like some cultures, like Asian cultures, they use everything.
Yeah, they do.
Like they don't mess around with using all parts of the chicken.
It's
like
true, it's
you
true,
know.
it's true.
Ooh, that looks nice and rich.
Pop a little hot water in there.
If you guys are liking this video, make sure you get this video to 1,000 likes. Do not walk away from this video without hitting that 1,000 likes. Come on, guys. Like, you're getting like knowledge on this. This is not just food. You're getting knowledge for your health.
I'm gonna use a little organic boxed chicken stock also, just to.
It's a more liquidy.
Yeah, it's a little more liquidy, right? It's getting close to the consistency we want. We want a nice, thick gravy. Freshly ground pepper, a little sea salt. I'm actually going to hit this with some nutmeg as well.
Don't worry, baby. You're going to get really nicely covered today. There you go. Guys, it smells so good in here.
It's gonna be a really nice.
That drink that you made this
Toasty.
morning, that was, repeat what it was, orange juice or lemonade?
No, it was cucumber mango lemonade.
Let me tell you, it was dope. It was really good. Like,
Really
no joke.
delicious, yeah. This I'm gonna sweeten with maple syrup. This is I'm using this tea. It's a Tulsi, raspberry, and peach. And
Okay.
Tulsi is it's a type of basil that's really good for your digestive system.
Dope.
And it's used prolifically throughout India.
Oh, you can smell that raspberry.
Balls are going back into the gravy, and it's only gonna, you know, flavor the meatballs, flavor the gravy even deeper.
So question, you're gonna keep the gravy that color?
Yes.
This is very questionable for Jamaicans. I know some of the Jamaicans gonna be like, what was the coloring on that gravy?
Really?
Yeah, because
Chicken gravy.
maybe, how can I put it?
Like a beef gravy might be a little darker.
In the US they have white sauce, right? Or white
Yeah.
gravy. So it's typical here. But like in
Yeah.
Jamaica, if that chicken don't look brown or if it's not like red or something,
It's not
you guys can drop the comments and tell me if I'm lying. If you're a real Jamaican.
I
you
would
know?
love that. That's awesome. Okay. It's actually stopped producing. Asparagus are on the grill.
What's on it? Like butter and pepper or
Butter, salt, pepper, and lemon zest.
okay.
And the potatoes have been drained. Alright, I'm gonna like throw a lot more butter than you would.
Farm cream, right?
Yep, the farm cream.
Talk about it, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
because
baby.
that's what makes it nice and yummy. It's about 3 to 4 tablespoons. Oops. This is the cream from the farmer, unpasteurized. About a quarter cup of that. And a little bit of this chicken stock from the farmer. Flavor. And then I'm just gonna, mash away, yes. Passing the torch.
Yep.
Notice we need to get this iced tea on. Back right in the compost. See everybody? And I'm going to use a little maple syrup to sweeten it. Now, have you
Here
seen the
comes
maple?
Canada. Yeah, definitely. Good old Canadian maple, baby.
So, lemon in there. Cold filtered water.
Not the ball. Like the average folk will be turning them one by one. And I'm my boy right here. Yeah.
Oh, one just,
Oh my god, you
one
just.
just died.
Oh my god, Titanic. Alright, so you just popping that decoration on top of them meatballs. Bam!
Taste some gravy.
Gravy's banging.
You taste that gravy? Good. I could hear the angels singing in my ears. So when you're a YouTuber, you get treated a little bit specially because right now I have my own personal garmage.
Put it on top of the potato.
Yo. Yo. Yo.
Okay.
She's telling him to make sure that the plate is well decorated.
How many meatballs you want?
Give me like another one.
You want some on top of the mashed potatoes?
No?
No?
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh, look, you got a nice little gel to it.
Oh yeah,
See
it
that?
is gel. Yeah, very gelatinous. It's cool.
Like,
Oh, good to go.
So I'm definitely gonna pop into this and tell you guys what it tastes like, because you guys get upset when I set my plate and I don't tell you what it tastes like. Let's get it. Yo, I'm not gonna do this review like too long or whatever, but like biting into those meatballs, like it is goaty. Like you know you're eating something that's made from like the Gold family, whatever the case is. And when you eat with the mash and the gravy and whatever, it's good. But with that sauce, that cranberry sauce, whatever you want to call it, it takes it to another level. I had to add some honey into my drink. Yeah, you can move it. I add some honey into my drink because you know, Americans drink iced tea like not so sweet, but me being me, gotta be sweet. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna finish this plate off. It is bomb, let me tell you that. Really beautiful plate. Remember to see things, guys. Love, nature, adaptation. And always remember, keep the link. And also, tell me if you try out this this whole recipe. Tell me if it's good when you do try it. And I'll catch you next time.
my cousin's white.